So I've come all the way to the NEC today for Solar and Storage Live 2025. I thought I'd have a look around, see if technology's moved on much since I had all my kit installed, see if I can spot any friends of mine who might be here at the event, and generally just have a bit of a day out and geek out about lots of technology that's on offer. So I'm not entirely sure how to get from the car park to the actual NEC, so I've got a feeling I might need to get a shuttle bus, and I think I've walked past the shuttle bus, so I'm going to turn around and see you in the NEC. So here I am inside the NEC. I made it at last, and what they've done this year is it's not just Solar and Storage Live, they've actually turned it into two different events. So you've got Solar and Storage Live in this hall here, or a couple of halls there, but then also, let me just show you here, it's also EV Charge Live. Now, I think the problem with previous Solar and Storage Live events is that you ended up with dozens and dozens, it felt like hundreds of EV chargers. Every single manufacturer had their own EV charger solution, and they were scattered all the way around the event. So you went to a stand on batteries, oh, they've also got an EV charger. You went to solar panel manufacturer, oh, they've got an EV charger. They were literally everywhere. So this is probably an attempt to put all of the EV chargers in one location. So if that's all you're interested in, you don't have to traipse around the whole of the rest of the event. I'm going to take a look at both sections, I think, today, if I get time. So I better get my pass out and go on in. So this is the part of the event I'm never keen on, is when you first walk in, it's overwhelmingly large and you've no idea where everything is or even where you are. I have been given a voucher for a free beer already. I don't drink beer, but I've got a voucher for one in case I want it. I'm just walking around where it looks least busy. So oh, that way's EV Charge Live, and that is a lot of EV chargers. EV chargers galore. I should have parked in here, I could have charged for free. So I've started my little trip at the GivEnergy stand, and this, for people who are in the know on the forums, this is Paul Landrigan from GivEnergy. So he is the legend of the GivEnergy support forums. So yes, and he's just shown me the new product here, and I've got to say, I'm quite impressed. These are the new Gen 4 products, and they're intelligent and stackable. Now, I'm going to have to explain what I mean by that, and you'll notice there's also a wooden effect on the front of them, and I'm going to come to that as well, but I'm going to turn the camera around so as I can show you what's going on. Now, these are stackable modular batteries. They're 5.2 kilowatt hours each, and that module down the bottom is an inverter. That's a 6 kilowatt inverter, and they've got lots of different throughputs available, all the way up to 12 kilowatts. And most importantly, it is single phase at the moment, but there is a 3-phase version coming soon. Now, the big selling point that really impressed me about this product is that this is user upgradable. So your installer comes in and builds this system for you, but if you change your mind and want another battery later in the day, you can lift this top bit up and stick your own battery on. You can just buy that battery from wherever you get your batteries from. That's a local supplier or online or wherever, and stack your extra batteries on here. So you could go 5.2 next week. Oh, I want 10 kilowatt hours. Oh no, I want 20 kilowatt hours, and just keep stacking. I'm guessing there's a limit as to how many you can put in this stack. Nope, he's shaking his head and saying there is no limit. But there's, this lid on top. They do two different versions. There's this standard one here, which is just for batteries, or you can get one that's got inputs for your solar panels as well. So it would turn this into a hybrid storage system. But what if you didn't want this massive inverter and you'd got a traditional older style inverter? Well, this is your normal hybrid inverter that would connect to your solar panels, and this will also link to these stackable batteries. Now, about the wood effect. Now, I'm not convinced that anybody really wants a wooden effect battery, I mean, if it was me, this would be going in my garage and I'd have the white batteries because I'm never going to see it. But perhaps you have these in a more livable area of your home, in which case they're thinking of offering multiple colours. So like this carbon fibre cover down here, and you've got your light wood and your other effects there. Now these are just laminate stick-ons at the moment, but when they're officially released, they are going to be like printed, proper printed, so it's not going to be peeling off or anything. But so the only problem with all this technology is that it's making my all-in-one, my original all-in-one, feel very out of date. I've got to give it a few more years before I upgrade though, because you've got to get your money's worth out of these things. But I mean, for anyone looking at new products, this is really good. This is a promising bit of innovation to come from GivEnergy at the moment. Hello, Mr. Nick.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Does Solar. Good to see you.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
One of those auditors.
Yes.
Did you buy a Tesla?
I did buy a Tesla.
Oh.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah. Did I tell you maybe that they might have a few faults when they come sold?
Yeah. Okay, officially, Nick was right. There you go. It's on camera.
Well, listen,
Nick was
I'm following your videos with interest because I'm looking for a Tesla myself.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a problem at the moment. You've purchased one through the aftermarket thing or after second-hand sort of thing, and it's not working so far. So I'm interested to see what Tesla does.
Yeah.
You say it's not working, but for Oliver it is working because it's content, and its content is doing very well on the channel at the moment.
It's doing all right. Yes. Yeah. I mean. I still want it sorted though. That's it.
Yeah.
So I'm here in front of the SAJ stand. Now, I'd not really heard much about this brand until I received some marketing emails from them, like promoting whether they wanted me to promote the new residential battery by having one installed in my home. Now, I wasn't particularly interested in that. I've got the GivEnergy all-in-one, as you already know, and it's quite an upheaval to get all the electrics changed and a bit of a waste having another battery put in just for promotional purposes. So I turned that offer down. But I know if you go over to EV Nick's channel, I'll put a link down in the description. He's getting one installed soon, so he's going to have some content coming up on it. Not entirely sure what it's going to involve, but let me show you the battery. Oh, there's someone standing in the way now, but there's a quite neat feature on the side of this, and I'm going to just show around here. Just on the side, look at this. Yes. You have got an EV charger built into the side of it, which is quite cool. So you might recognise the logos up there, BYD, Build Your Dreams, because they're making a big play in the UK for electric cars at the moment. But they're also a battery manufacturer. Obviously, they're making electric cars, so they're going to be making batteries as well to go in the electric cars. But they've got a selection of their home batteries on offer here at the moment. Now, this one here, you've got the HVM Plus, the HVE, the HVB, and I just want to clarify, they are not strains of the flu, they are the different model numbers. The HVM Plus is their old product line, so I'm not going to look at that now, but what we've got here is the HVE and the HVB. Now, they're both essentially, let me turn the camera around, they're both essentially similar products, but for different scenarios. So you've got the HVE, which is super slimline here, and it is really very slim. It's got to be, what's that, about 7 inches, something like that? I don't know. I'm not getting into inches. But you can stack the batteries on. This is a 6.4 and I think they said a 4.2 kilowatt hour battery. And the grey bit on the top is the battery management system. And then on the HVB, it's a little stockier, so it's short and fat, I think, or the best way to describe it, because you see it's a lot deeper. So if you've got the space for this sort of one, the advantage of this is these batteries are 3 kilowatt hours each and really lightweight. So you can just stack them on the floor up to 10 high, I think he said, which is quite a lot of capacity, because that'd be 30 kilowatt hours in a big stack of batteries. Now, unfortunately, those are just the batteries. You do need an inverter to go with it, and that is what this little job up here is. Now, it can do single phase or 3 phase, and it's a hybrid inverter. There are underneath there some ports for your solar panels. The inverter itself does 3 to 6 kilowatts of throughput, depending on which version you buy. But given BYD's massive influx into the EV market in the UK at the moment, I'd have to say BYD's probably a company to watch for home battery storage, certainly for domestic storage at the moment. So I was just walking through here and I've noticed that LT Energy Services have got cans of energy drink available. Now, I'm a bit of an energy drink aficionado. Just go to energydrinkreviews.co.uk if you want to see the world's biggest review website of energy drinks. So I know it's a bit weird, but it's what I do. But look, energy drinks here. And am I allowed an energy drink, please?
Yeah, possibly, but part of the deal is that you have a race on the old Scalextrics, and whoever wins, they get a free energy drink.
So I'm allowed an energy drink if I can win at Scalextric.
Give you a run for your money.
You're going to give me a run? Okay, Gary's gonna play me. Right, here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
So,
One lap.
Oh,
Gary's crashed.
oh no!
3 laps. I don't know. We were doing 3 laps. Oh, that's cheating.
So Ollie hasn't actually completed yet.
What do you mean? I've done like 6 laps.
and I drink a beer, but I won't drink one of those.
Got the prize. So I'm here on the Midsummer stand, and you might recognise the name Midsummer as being one of the biggest distributors of green technology. So a lot of heat pumps, solar panels, batteries. Your installers might actually get their kit from Midsummer. There's quite a big chance because they are one of the biggest in the country. They did unfortunately have a warehouse fire earlier this year, which was where they housed most of their heat pump kits. And most of that, well, pretty much all of that was burnt and melted. That warehouse is now basically destroyed. They've told me that they're going to be rebuilding it starting in a couple of weeks' time, but yeah, it's a bit of a sad situation. Fortunately, they've managed to move most of their business to different warehouses, so they've still got continuity. But what I wanted to show you on this stand was something that's right behind me here. I'm going to turn the camera around again. This is the new 11 battery and inverter. Now, what's special about this battery is it's sodium ion. So it's just a salt battery. And they've got all these little bottles of salt here just to prove the point that it's a salt battery. So sodium ion as opposed to lithium ion. This is the future of home battery storage as far as I'm concerned. It's safer than lithium. It's heavier, so it's less energy dense. So that's why they're bigger batteries for 4.5 kilowatt hours, and they're cheaper. So I've got a feeling sodium ion batteries, they're going to be the next big thing in home battery storage technology. So the very nice gentleman from 11 just here has insisted I needed to talk about Home Assistant integration because they've put a lot of effort into making the inverter open, and there's even a Home Assistant integration specifically written, and I'll put an overlay on the screen right now, but it's been specifically written for Home Assistant so as you can integrate all the live data and power and energy data you like straight into Home Assistant. It's also got integration with Shelly, so you can use Shelly CT clamps and like a Shelly Pro EM, that sort of thing, and a Shelly relay for controlling immersion heaters, that sort of thing. So they've thought a lot about the sort of power user requirement of this, and I mean that by power user as in the proper geeks as opposed to the general public who might want to buy this. So yeah, there's the eco side of things with being the most ethically sourced, that's a difficult thing to say, the most ethically sourced sodium batteries, and that's going to appeal to a certain market. But then with all the smart integration as well, that is really quite interesting. So I definitely think 11 have got something going here. Can you reach the top, mate? So I'm here on the Anker stand. Now, you might know the brand name Anker from their iPhone accessories. They make a lot of portable chargers, like power banks and USB plugs and things like that. So travel adapters, cables and that sort of stuff. They're also quite well known for these things. It's like portable power stations. So these are great for houses, like European houses like to have plug-in batteries. We can't really have them in the UK. These are great for camping and that sort of thing. But they've also got a range of home storage solutions now. And I have to say, they are quite stylish looking. I mean, look at these 2 units here. They are almost as tall as me. Okay, that's not that tall, I'll give you that. And they've got this really cool light coming down underneath and a nice LED display there. And the texture of this battery, it's like, well, I can't really describe it. It's almost like a powder coating, sort of glistening silver cover. It's really very stylish battery. So out of all of the batteries I've seen, I know GivEnergy are doing the new like wood effect or carbon fiber effect, but having this sort of design in it, they've really put a lot of effort into how the product looks. And they're doing the same on the EV chargers. They're sort of similar design. The plastic, it's a bit more plasticky. I think if they put this material on the EV charger, that would be one of the most stylish looking EV chargers around. They do parallel systems, so you can put them together. You got single phase or 3-phase, up to 90 kilowatt hours. That's a lot of storage. I don't know how many of these units that would be. The most stylish looking home batteries I've ever seen. Now I'm here on the Sigenergy stand, and Sigenergy is a brand that has grown quite popular in the UK in the last few months. There's a real big push by Sigenergy to get this rolled out in the UK. Now, it's quite a new company as far as I can tell. They've got some really good looking products and they're really functional, really competitively priced. But they don't really have the track record yet. But the reputation they are getting is from the installers, and they're supposed to be, well, I'm told that they are really easy to install. They're like so quick to install, they're hassle-free, the commissioning process is really fast. The support that they're providing to the installers is excellent. I'm reserving judgment on it. It's a new company. They've just started to come in. Can they support the number of customers they're getting long term? That's the question. So I think Sigenergy, big name right now, but let's see where they are in 18 to 24 months and see if they're coping with the expansion. I hope they do. It's supposed to be an excellent product. So here's their consumer offering, which is a gateway up there and like a battery stack with an inverter on the top there. They're calling this the 5-in-1, and I'm guessing 5-in-1. It's got a gateway, it's got solar, so it's a hybrid inverter, it's got batteries, it's got an EV charger. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, there must be a 5th one somewhere. I can't work it out, but this is their consumer offering, their residential offering. So this is probably going to be one of the most common installed inverters in the next year, I reckon. Well, there we go. That's me done for the day. I think I've seen enough. I've walked a lot. My feet are now hurting. I didn't actually spend much time in the EV charger section. It was mostly like commercial EV charging, you know, like the proper CCS jobs, the ones that you'd have installed for rapid charging. It's not so much consumer stuff. They still had all of the consumer chargers mixed amongst the rest of the event. And the EV charger section was quite small. The rest of the event was huge though, there's lots there. So things to look out for then, if I had to summarize this event, I think keep your eye on Sigenergy. 18 to 24 months time, let's see if they are still delivering on the promises that they're making. I mean, feedback early on is good, but let's see if they can keep that momentum going. I'm looking forward to seeing the GivEnergy Gen 4 stuff go on sale. What I would say is they still have the all-in-one, the all-in-one 2 they're calling it, and their new Gen 4 stuff as 2 separate lines of products. So you have to choose between either getting whole home backup, which is what the all-in-one is, or you can go for your traditional hybrid inverter, maybe with EPS, and get all the benefits of that modular, stackable, self-upgradable thing. There's no compromise. If I were GivEnergy, I would abandon the all-in-one line of products altogether and make their new Gen 4 stuff compatible with the gateway. So then you only have one system. You have that really great modular, stackable, self-upgradable solution that could also work with a gateway if you wanted whole home backup. That would be like the holy grail of their products, and it would simplify their range. I think that, I mean, I'm not GivEnergy, but if it was my company, that's what I'd be doing, is I'd be simplifying it. Also, those sodium-ion batteries from 11, I think that those are a really good technology that is coming leaps and bounds. And I'm just doing laps outside here in the NEC to do this, because get to the end of the hall and I'm going to turn around and go back. But yeah, sodium-ion batteries. I've only seen the one on display here, and that was from 11, and it's really been heavily promoted at the moment. I think they've got some upcoming interviews with Imogen from the Everything Electric show, and they're really going to be promoted by Midsummer as well, which is good. So I think this is a small startup company trying to do the right thing. So I really wish them a lot of success. They're going about it the right way at the moment. But yeah, sodium-ion batteries, I think they're the future. They're going to be cheaper and safer, especially for home storage. So yeah, everything else, yeah, it's great. There were hundreds and hundreds of stands there. A lot of stuff is much of muchness. It's all very similar. So I've just tried to bring you a few things that I thought stood out in the event. Anyway, usual YouTube things. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel to see more from me. Somewhere on the screen, don't know where yet, I might zoom out a bit to make some space, I'll put a list of all my channel members and patrons. So a massive thank you to those guys for being a channel member or a patron. And if you'd like to become a channel member or a patron, then please check out the links down in the description. In return, you'll get early access to my videos and some bonus content too. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.